TC, you ready?
I am ready. Oh, boy. Wow.
Like Superman.
You are Superman. This is amazing.
But I go understated because I kind of cover it.
Oh, do you? It's so subtle. You're so subtle.
I love my merch.
Yeah, I know.
I wear my merch.
You're doubling up on the merch.
I'm a hat guy.
Yeah.
I'm tripled up.
I tripled up. Quadrupled up.
Pro football regular season winding down. I don't think they've figured out yet what to do in terms of the Bills and the Bengals game. But the college football championship game, this I know for sure, is Monday night. Nobody brings them to you like the BetParx Sportsbook and Casino app. Get odds, bets, slots, and games right in the palm of your hand. It's safe, secure, and it's easy to use. The BetParx Sportsbook and Casino app, the only sportsbook and casino app I recommend. I like having skin in the game. It makes it a much more fun experience to actually watch live sports if I got something on the line myself. Join me. Download the BetParx app. Start playing instantly. Got to be 21 and in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. See BetParx.com for full terms and conditions. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Time now for the headlines from Smerconish.com, the newsletter. You might recall that yesterday at about this time, I laid out the mathematics of what Harry, the spare, needs to achieve in his book in order for the publisher to recoup their enormous advance and investment. It's actually a multi-book deal, and maybe it includes Meghan as well. We think he's on the hook for 3 books, the first of which comes out on Tuesday and is getting a lot of attention. Now it seems like she's part of the package. She, too, will publish a memoir. You might remember that I said, in order for the publisher to recoup what they've invested, he's going to have to move 1.7 million units, 1.3 million print copies, 400,000 digital editions in order for the money to be recouped. Well, TC, I am here to tell you today that whereas yesterday I wasn't entirely sure if the numbers would work, today I'm convinced. I am convinced there's no risk to the publisher that they're going to lose money on the spare.
Why do you find such delight in these stories?
It's not delight. I'm crunching numbers.
You're crunching numbers. You're just a data guy. Okay, fine.
Exactly.
All right.
So, by the way, you're not allowed to say that. I may or may not get to the headline, but one of the these things should not be said from the federal government perspective of invoking some woke standard for work speech.
Wait, what am I not allowed to say?
Number cruncher and data analysis.
Why not?
Ask me about that later.
Oh, geez. Okay, so tell me why you think that we are not, we're no longer concerned about
because
Harry's
of the
book
royal
sales.
Row. Because the two of them
delighting so much in this?
Because they went at it at Nottingham Cottage.
Not cod?
Yes, not cod. They were Harry was on his back on the floor in the dog bowl.
And Harry did say this. So usually,
see,
the thing about it is, usually with these stories, I say, you never know what goes on behind closed doors. Now, all of a sudden, someone in the room is saying what happened, and it's really disturbing.
Okay,
if this really went on, this is very upsetting to me, and you shouldn't be gloating about it so much.
Wait a minute. Wait, you're taking away the wrong message.
What?
The message is this.
The message is the one I'm getting from you.
No,
it's so sad.
No, you've lost all sense of rationality when you look at these royals.
What?
The conclusion to be reached is that Harry has finally, in everyone's estimation, gone a step too far by airing this dirty family laundry in public. By the way, this from the couple that needed to escape the limelight. This is how they get away from the paparazzi. They move to Montecito up the road from Oprah, have a Netflix special of several parts, 6 parts, and now he writes a tell-all where he's going to expose the family dirty laundry?
Okay, now you're piling on. Are we just discussing this one episode, or are you going to go back and re-air everything and relitigate? Because that's not a good way to have an argument. Let's just keep it very narrow.
We're not having an argument.
You and I started off this in disagreement over that because my take on it, as you know, was that they're trying to control the narrative. It's not that It's not that they want to not be in the public eye. It's not that they don't want their story out. It's that they don't want to be have drones flying overhead. So it's like the difference between it's the difference between you being on the radio or someone taking a picture of you smoking a cigar in your backyard.
This is
You're fine with one and not the other.
This is Colbert Cannon writing a tell-all about Christy and TC and life with Woody and Helen.
It would be all bliss. What are you talking about?
I mean, revelatory about the mansion in Durham.
Oh, geez. Okay, Raleigh. But anyway,
Raleigh.
my point is that is
No,
first of all,
I'm asking
first
you.
of all, wait. You just besmirched my family. There's nothing.
I did not.
Yes, you did. There's nothing that Colbert could say. Like, what is wrong with you? One, two.
I know this is
think
shtick
this is
on your part.
Deeply, deeply sad.
All right, I want to know. I want to ask you a serious
And
question.
I actually think they've gone too far prior to this. I
Oh.
all along have said, and I know it's a very
have
sort of
Harry-
waspy standard, but like one praises in public and corrects in
Okay,
private.
so
I've
I want to
always
know:
thought
have
that.
Harry and Meghan finally lost you?
I think they've been losing me.
Wow.
I
Whoa.
still,
Whoa.
it's different though. It's not, it's nuanced. Maybe, someone should appreciate that. Someone who likes to look at things nuanced, not black and white. That would be you. That I do not think that I am still for them and I'm still for their lives together. I don't agree with how they're handling all of this. I don't. But that doesn't mean I don't think that their love story is real or that I'm not for them as a family and a couple.
May I share from the Daily Mail because we just leapt ahead and we didn't even talk about what's the substance here.
Oh, geez.
The book comes out on Tuesday, so we're at the stage now where certain media outlets are getting copies and they're given all the dirt. So here it is. Prince Harry has gone nuclear on his brother in his book and claimed that William attacked him after branding Meghan Markle difficult, rude, and abrasive. By the way, let's just stop there.
I'm sorry. I'm just laughing at the YouTube comments. People are hysterical. You guys are awesome on YouTube.
Do you think the language was worse than that? Difficult, rude, and abrasive is what Harry says William said about Meghan.
No, I do not.
You don't think it got uglier than that?
What are you asking, Michael?
I'm simply asking that. Did it get uglier than that?
I already answered. What are you actually asking, you dirty man?
The Duke of Sussex has described a stand-up row that ended with the Prince of Wales grabbing him by the collar, throwing him to the floor, shattering a dog bowl with his back. William then allegedly declared, "I didn't attack you, Harold." Harold.
Wait, is Harold his real name?
I don't know, but that's what what he calls him.
Really?
In an extraordinary excerpt from the upcoming autobiography Spare, leaked to the left-wing Guardian newspaper.
Henry Charles Albert David.
Harry recalls what he describes as a physical attack by his sibling, which he claims left him with visible injuries, including scrapes and bruises. The furious row allegedly broke out in the kitchen of his London home, Nottingham Cottage. In the grounds of Kensington Palace in 2019, William is said to have branded Meghan difficult, rude, and abrasive, and insisted he was trying to help his younger brother during a meeting about the whole rolling catastrophe of their failing relationship and Harry's rows with the press. Harry accused his brother of parroting the press narrative about his American wife before a screaming match ensued, ending in a physical altercation. He claims he gave the heir to the throne a glass of water and said, "Willie, I can't speak to you when you're like this." So Willie and Harold is what they call one another.
I just think it's all
Can
very
I tell
sad.
you that
if true, it's very sad.
Can
That's
I
what
tell
think.
you that yesterday I had a telephone call with Eric X, the CEO and intern of the program.
Indeed.
Now, this is a true story.
Oh boy, are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
This is a true story.
Does he know you're about to say this story? Does he know the rules?
The purpose of the call was for him to win my approval for a new line of Smerch merch.
Okay. The diesel mugs.
Not the diesel mugs.
Oh, geez.
Not the shirts. Not the hats. Something
Not the
new.
mugs.
And I, full admission, it was my idea.
Okay.
I'm not throwing Eric X under the bus. This was my idea, but now he acted on it. There is a purple.
You're making me nervous.
You know, purple is like a royal color.
Okay.
So it works on a variety of levels.
It does.
There is a purple T-shirt that simply says on the back, "Free Harry."
You didn't.
And it has a crown.
No.
It has a Harry
No.
with the Y, picture of the Y of Harry.
Right.
Sort of dangling from the upper right of the Y. is a crown.
Okay,
Free Harry, and that's all it says, and a crown hanging from the Y.
I appreciate the design.
And I
Genius.
said, but I don't know if I can do it.
Absolutely. Okay.
I know
your hilarity is belying your words.
I know it would be a huge seller. I know it would outsell the purple tie-dye and the TC tank top.
Oh.
I know it would outsell all of that.
But
you know, people will be like, oh, it's racist, it's misogynistic, it's like everything in the world. No, it's not. It's not. It's just funny.
It's every
Free Harry.
It's every ist.
Free Harry
in the world. You cannot do it. You cannot. I am both appreciating the genius design ethics that's going on here, but you cannot do that. Cannot.
Well, I don't know. To be continued.
So what was your decision with Eric X?
I just burst out laughing, and I was walking down Walnut Street having this conversation with him at 7:00 at night. Oh my God, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do it.
Oh boy.
Maybe we stick to hats and tumblers.
Oh boy.
So
so stay tuned for that one.
All right, Harry's book comes out on Tuesday. Harry's book comes out on Tuesday, and I think when all is said and done, I think the two of us agree, like, they've gone way too far. Right, TC? Right? They've gone way too far.
They've gone too far.
They've gone way too far.
YouTube is saying, Carmine says, absolutely market that shirt. Chris says that T-shirt actually brilliant.
That's all it says.
Sean says, newsflash, the Free Harry shirts are now sold out.
I'm sure they would be.
But for the record, you may not do those. Thank you.
I'm taking it under advisement.
Okay.
I'm taking it under advisement.
Do I even get a vote anymore? I don't think I do.
Okay. So there's another story, and it has to do with sexual assault, and it's not a funny story, but it's posted. The links today are great. The links today at Smerconish.com are great because they are
if you do say so yourself.
Well, I picked every single one of them, but they're so diverse in terms of subject matter and point of origin. Danielle Reyna told U.S. Soccer about past Greg Berhalter domestic violence incident. Are you paying attention to this?
I am, because it's on Smerconish.com. I must say, I did not.
But you know who Berhalter is from the World Cup.
Yeah, of course. So I saw it. I saw the headlines, but when I started reading about this, I was like, this is crazy.
Right. So apparently, this is a soccer mom. Mom of a player who had a falling out with the coach on the U.S. team. Try and keep me straight on this because I don't want to misstate it. Who's come forth to make sure that the soccer, intelligentsia, because this guy's contract is up for renewal, are aware of an incident when he was 18, got into a domestic dispute with his now wife of 25 years. He's now 49 years old, and apparently it happened. When he was 18, he had a physical altercation that included him kicking outside of a college bar the woman who for the last 25 years has been his wife. So the soccer mom, I'm not minimizing, but I'm just trying to explain.
She's the wife of a former national team captain, right?
Who played with him.
Correct.
Who played with him. So they're all very insular.
Yeah.
Exactly. But she is seeking, it seems, to besmirch him so as to jeopardize his standing in the soccer world and maybe his ability to maintain his employment.
Right.
With a report of this very old incident. And that's what this story is all about.
So interesting.
Apparently what happened is her son was disappointed when told he wasn't going to get playing time in Qatar.
Right.
And that's what brought it all to light.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's that story at Smerconish.com today.
It's a little bit, it's actually similar in some ways to the Harry story, like Mama Bear gone bad. I understand being disappointed. I don't think you need to bring that up when they've been married for 25 years.
A lot of dirty laundry being aired. A lot of dirty laundry. Yesterday, 23,799 votes were cast. Big number. Should House Democrats work with House Republicans to elect a compromise GOP candidate for House Speaker? This, of course, is about to go on for yet another day. Maybe it all wraps up. John Kasich tweeted, a block of House Republicans should get together with Democrats to pick a speaker to run a coalition government which will moderate the House and marginalize the extremists. It had 5 million impressions. A lot of desire to see a guy like him, if not him, be, the peacemaker and the solution to all of this. I love today's story and poll question. Should open carry laws protect the right to be openly heavily armed in public spaces? It's an unbelievable story from Georgia Dateline Atlanta. 2 days after a gunman killed 10 people at a Colorado grocery store, leaving many Americans on high alert, Rico Marley was arrested as he emerged from the bathroom at a Publix supermarket in Atlanta. Picture this, TC. He was wearing body armor, carrying 6 loaded weapons, 4 handguns in his jacket pocket, and in a guitar bag, a semi-automatic rifle and a 12-gauge shotgun. Moments earlier, an Instacart delivery driver had alerted a store employee after seeing Mr. Marley in the bathroom, along with an AR-15 style rifle, which was propped against a wall. A grand jury indictment later described what would come next, as you would imagine, panic, terror, and the evacuation of the Publix. Well, the bottom line is he was not doing anything unlawful, per se, because of open carry laws, but the intimidation and the fear that it created were all very predictable.
Yeah, I always thought of open carry, as I said before, of just one gun. It never occurred to me that open carry meant you could carry as many guns as you wanted. Imagine, picture that.
That's what I'm getting at with today's poll question. I also recommend today that people take a look at our exclusive content. Our friend Beth Pratt has written an essay for Smerconish.com exclusively about P22. Her explanation as to why the world is mourning a mountain lion. It's a great piece. Also, I want to break this news. You'll remember that before the holidays, speaking of Smerch merch, I said that I'd gone and we'd sold out of all the talk books, and I had gone back to the warehouse to sign more. The short version of the story that I offered was that my elbow kind of twitched when I was signing one of the books, and my already sloppy signature looked even worse in this one particular book. So I wrote a note in the book, Willy Wonka style, and I said, hey, if you get this book, come to the studio for a visit.
Yes, you did.
Okay, the golden ticket.
Yes, you did.
All right. How appropriate, although it upsets me that she would have bought the book because I'd have given her one.
You would have given her 10.
It would have been my privilege to give, of all people, to turn up with the Willy Wonka ticket. It is Sarah Sweet. You'll remember that Sarah's father, Stephen Williams, was killed in the Oklahoma City bombing. She's the one who invited me. You came.
Oh, my goodness.
To join her April 19, 2020, I guess, for the 25th anniversary of the Oklahoma City bombing.
We were there.
Did a live broadcast.
Yeah, we were there in November. So April was the 20th anniversary, and she invited you for that day one. They were doing every single day. Right.
Day countdown.
Oof.
She's a wonderful person.
The best.
Family, wonderful people, a privilege to know her. And I just wanted to close the loop and say, she's the one.
She's the one.
She's the one. She's already had sort of the studio visit.
Yeah.
Right? Both
she and her daughter came in.
Yeah. On a college tour,
exactly.
if I'm allowed to say that.
Yep.
So, but she, I don't know, we'll figure out something special to do for Sarah Sweet.
She's always welcome here. That was one of the most impactful broadcasts I've ever been a part of, and she is an extraordinary human being. So that really made my day.
I say to people often, if you are ever in Oklahoma City, if you're anywhere near Oklahoma City, you must visit the memorial and the museum that have been created on the location of the Oklahoma City bombing. And I'd be totally out of that loop. I'd be totally out of that loop, but for
I remember her initial email to you was so
come to lunch,
sweet,
and
it was
they were
saying
having a family lunch.
You've done so much for 9/11 and 9/11 charities. Can I can I show you this? Can you shine a little bit of a spotlight on this? Just so sweet, no pun intended. But she is.
You saw
amazing.
Because I didn't tell you, and I didn't say on air what I wrote in the book.
I saw it.
The day
but don't say it, because what if someone tries to imitate it? Okay, that's it.
There's only one.
I know, but I didn't know if someone tried to scribble
it. The day I was in the warehouse and I had the twitchy elbow,
yeah.
I wrote, "Let's talk," and my horrific signature. Sarah, will you please burn that page now that you're the
Frame
winner?
it.
Please. And then, I put an asterisk and I wrote, "Join me for a studio visit."
Simple.
Those were the words.
Yeah.
And I took a picture of it in case a few people said, "Hey, I got..."
Overlay it. So now you know, because she sent us a picture. I love it.
There's a barcode on the back of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I just thought that was really cool.
I loved it.
So
I loved it.
Sarah will get the first free Harry t-shirt if there is one.
If she wants it,
If there
I don't
is-
think she will because
don't
she is a
think-
woman of substance.
Well, wait a minute. If I had the Free Harry T-shirt, if I did a run of those,
Yes.
would you wear one?
Absolutely not.
You would not wear
I'm
my
against
Free Harry
them.
T-shirt.
I cannot on good conscience. What are you talking
You
about?
could go to work like at bar or one of your workout facilities.
Right. Solid Core needs Free Harry
Can
t-shirts.
you imagine everybody?
SoulCycle.
Everybody at SoulCycle would be coming up to you. And it's like, where did you get that?
They would be having fits.
You think so?
Yes, they're all pro Megan. Come on. Think about it.
Oh, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, go to Smerconish.com. Cast a ballot on today's poll question. What do you do about the person who is within the parameters of open carry, but just pushes it to the nth degree as an intimidation tactic? That's what I'm seeking in today's poll question, okay? Hit the Smerch merch page while you're there, whether there are Free Harry T-shirts or not, and we'll see you tomorrow.